Picture this. It's late. Not dramatic. Not a breakdown moment. Just quiet. You're sitting there after a long day. Scrolling. Thinking about nothing in particular. And then, almost randomly, you open your financial app. Not your spending. Not your daily balance. But your future. Your investments. Your savings. Everything that's supposed to represent your progress. You look at the number. You pause. And something doesn't feel right. Not because it's zero. Not because you failed. But because after years of working, earning, trying to be responsible, the number doesn't match the effort. It feels smaller than it should be. And then a thought hits you. Not loud. Not dramatic. Just quiet. How did I get here? Because you didn't waste your life. You didn't make reckless decisions. You didn't ignore money. You just never fully took control of it. And that's the dangerous part. Because turning 40 is not about age. It's about momentum. At 25, mistakes are small. At 30, mistakes are recoverable. But at 40, mistakes start compounding. And in today's video, we're going to walk through 9 financial milestones you should achieve before 40. Not surface-level advice. Not motivational quotes. But real, specific, uncomfortable milestones. Because your 40s are not the end. But they are the last stretch where small decisions still create big changes. And after that, the math gets harder. Let me introduce you to someone. His name is Jake. Jake is 37 years old. He wakes up at 6:45 every morning. Checks his phone. Gets ready. Drives to work. He's consistent. Reliable. The kind of guy every manager trusts. He earns a solid income. Not top 1%. But enough to live comfortably. He pays his bills on time. He doesn't overspend. He's not reckless. From the outside, Jake looks like he has everything under control. But here's what you don't see. Jake has never clearly defined where he's going financially. He's reacting. Not designing. He saves when there's extra. He invests sometimes. He avoids obvious mistakes. But he's not making intentional moves. And that creates a very specific kind of problem. Not failure. Not crisis. But drift. And drift is dangerous. Because you don't feel it. Until it's too late. The first milestone before 40 is brutal in its simplicity. Know exactly where you stand. Not roughly. Not, I think I'm doing okay. Exactly. Because most people are not bad with money. They're just unclear. Jake hasn't looked at his full financial picture in over a year. He checks his bank account. He knows his salary. But he hasn't sat down and calculated his total net worth, his total investments, his real progress. And here's the psychological truth. Avoidance feels safe in the short term. But it creates anxiety in the long term. Because uncertainty is heavier than bad news. When you don't know your numbers, your brain fills the gap with fear. By 40, clarity is not optional. It's the foundation. Because once you see the full picture, you can finally make real decisions. The second milestone is eliminating consumer debt. And not in a casual way. In a decisive way. Because debt is not just a number. It's a direction. Every payment you make is money going backward. Paying for something that already happened. Jake has a car loan. A few thousand on a credit card. Nothing extreme. But every month, he sends money into the past. Quietly. Consistently. And here's what most people don't realize. Debt doesn't just reduce your money. It reduces your momentum. Because you are trying to move forward, while being pulled backward at the same time. By 40, your money should be building your future. Not cleaning up your past decisions. The third milestone is a real emergency fund. Not symbolic. Not minimal. Real. Because life is not stable. It only looks stable until something breaks. A layoff. A medical bill. A car repair that costs more than you expected. These things don't ask for permission. And when they happen, they don't just cost money. They disrupt your entire system. Jake has some savings, but not enough to feel secure. If something serious happens, he will feel pressure. And pressure changes behavior. You stop thinking long term. You start reacting short term. You make decisions you wouldn't normally make. A real emergency fund doesn't just protect your finances. It protects your decision making. The fourth milestone is consistent investing. But not just as an action. As an identity. Because people who invest successfully don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems. Jake invests occasionally. When the market dips. When he feels like it. When he has extra cash. But that's not consistency. That's emotion. And emotion is unreliable. By 40, investing should not depend on how you feel. It should be automatic. Pulled from your income before you even see it. Quiet. Boring. Relentless. Because wealth is not built through big moments. It is built through small actions. Repeated. Quietly. Over time. The fifth milestone is intentional income growth. Because there is a limit to how much you can save. But no limit to how much you can earn. Jake has been in the same position for years. Same company. Same responsibilities. Small raises. Nothing significant. And this is where most people get stuck. They focus on cutting costs. Cancel subscriptions. Skip small purchases. But ignore the biggest lever in their life. Their income. By 40, your income should reflect your experience. If it doesn't, you are under-leveraging your time. And that is one of the most expensive mistakes you can make. The sixth milestone is clarity around housing. Because housing is not just a cost. It's a strategy. Jake is renting. Which is completely fine. But he hasn't decided if it's temporary or permanent. He scrolls Zillow sometimes. Talks about buying, one day. But one day never turns into a plan. And here's the problem. Indecision is not neutral. It has a cost. Because while you delay, time keeps moving. Prices change. Opportunities pass. By 40, you don't need a perfect decision. But you need a clear one. The seventh milestone is protection. Because most financial plans look strong. Until one event breaks them. Jake relies entirely on his income. No real backup plan. Minimal insurance. No clear safety net. And that means everything depends on everything going right. Which is not a strategy. It's a gamble. By 40, you should not be one problem away from losing years of progress. The eighth milestone is designing your life. Because money is not the goal. Freedom is. Jake works. He saves. He rests on weekends. But he hasn't clearly defined what he actually wants his life to look like. What does freedom mean to him? Time. Flexibility. Travel. Less stress. More control. Most people never answer that question. They just keep moving. By 40, your money should support something meaningful. Not just sit in an account. The ninth milestone is identity. Because at the end of the day, wealth is not just about strategy. It's about behavior. Jake wants to be financially secure. But he hasn't fully become the type of person who builds wealth consistently. Because that requires discipline, clarity, consistency, and most importantly, awareness. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your systems. Now imagine two versions of Jake. The first Jake continues exactly as he is. Careful. Responsible. But passive. He avoids big mistakes. But also avoids big decisions. Years pass. Nothing dramatic happens. But nothing meaningful changes either. He reaches 60. And realizes. He didn't fail. But he also didn't fully succeed. The second Jake makes small but intentional changes. He faces his numbers. He eliminates debt. He automates his investing. He increases his income. He makes decisions earlier. He builds systems. And over time, his life changes. Not overnight. Not dramatically. But permanently. And when he reaches 60, he has something most people don't. Options. Freedom. Peace. Same person. Same starting point. Different decisions. Different outcome. So here's what you need to do. Not later. Not when things feel easier. Now. Open your financial life. Look at everything. Be honest. And ask yourself one question. Am I building something? Or just maintaining something? Because time will pass either way. The only difference is what it leaves you with.